for a good cause. The driver of the number 5 Great Clips Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, co-hosting a concert and golf tournament with Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson to benefit children's cancer research. Kasey joins us on the phone. Kasey, it's Dave and DJ and Kyle. Great to have you on. I want to hear about everything you're doing for Strong Against Cancer, but first, in doing so, tell us how you hit the golf ball today.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's been a good day. I haven't actually hit the ball a whole lot. We've went around and hung out with each of the teams. There's 34 teams, so there's a lot of people here at St. Katie on the course. So we do pictures and hang out, and just started to play here, and now I'm on the phone. We got three holes to go. I'm going to play these final 3.
All right, we hope you hit them straight. Tell us about the charity and why it's so important to you and to Russell Wilson.
Well, it's really important to me. We started the Kasey Foundation in 2005, and that's for underprivileged and chronically ill children. And I've done a lot with that back in the Midwest or the East, back in Charlotte, taking kids to different events and games and races and things in North Carolina, and raise money in different ways. But I want to do something out in Washington, where I grew up, and became friends with Russell about 4 years ago, and we worked this out to do the Drive golf event. And so this is the 3rd annual WilsonKahneDrive, and it's been a blast. There's been so much support from so many partners, whether they're my partners, his partners, or just sponsors and people who want to support this for cancer, for children's cancer. And it's been really good. It's been a great deal. Last night we had a concert and dinner, and had some great music, and today it's just all golf. So it's been a blast.
Hey, Kasey, it's great that you take your time to do that, and I know it means a lot to you going back home to do that. Well, let's kind of turn the corner now and head to Daytona Beach, as you will in a couple of days, and thinking about your spot where you sit on the chase grid in that last spot at this particular time. But can you really approach Daytona any differently, knowing you need to get a lot of points, but you could also use a victory too?
I think really I need to approach it a little differently. I think I need to approach it with just going with the mindset of have to finish, have to get the points. I think that's a big part of it right now. And because you can give up so many there or gain so many depending on how your night goes. Talladega was our last race where we really, we got rep early on of, not our doing, but it's part of those types of tracks, and lost a ton of points there. So Daytona, I feel like we need to approach it that way. I want to race hard and try to win the entire race, try to lead the entire race, but I'm not exactly sure how to do that, stay out of trouble, things like that. So we have to look at that. But at the end of the day, I want to finish in the top 10, and if we get a chance to win, then that's even better. But we have to get the points.
Hey, Kasey, talking points, and as Dale said, 16th in points, right there on the bubble. And going into when you came over to Hendrick Motorsports, the potential seemed unlimited, but it just doesn't seem to pan out over the last 5 or 6 years. What is the one thing, or multiple things, that keep you guys from getting over the hump and putting up W's and running consistently in the top 5 or top 10 every week?
Well, I don't think it's one thing. I think it's it's the whole deal. It's the team, it's the driving, it's preparation. I mean, there's so much that goes into running really well and being consistent and strong every single week. And we're working hard on that. The first year at Hendrick in 12, we were as good as any of the Hendrick cars. Felt like we had, 6, 7, 8 chances to win races. We won 3. Things were good. And since then, it kind of went downhill. But I think it's all about work, and it's all about the guys who want it and want to put that work in. And we have that. We've been working on it. We've been getting better. We're not where we want to be, but as far as the effort has been there. So that's all we can do is keep doing that, and hopefully things really get us going at some point. But I mean, in the last 6, 7, 8 races, we've been right around top 10ish, maybe a touch better, touch worse each race. So we're not terrible, but we need to be much better than what we are.
Hey, Kasey, you're a Sprint Cup driver and team owner, not Sprint Cup, I'm sorry, Sprint car, and you saw a good friend of yours break a long winless streak on Sunday. What were your thoughts as that race ended? You had a great run yourself, but to see Tony back in victory lane.
Yeah, I was happy. He was strong all weekend long. and I raced with him, practiced with him a bit, raced with him during the race. Then he ended up in the front at the end and held on and got the win. So I thought it was great for him. He's went through a lot, and he's his final year. So to get a win in your final year of Cup racing, I think is pretty impressive, pretty awesome. At Sonoma's another, it's such a tough track, so much goes on there. So that was good for him. But what I noticed was, the week before I did a little sprint car racing, and Tony was at every single race in Ohio, and he's just doing his thing. He's enjoying himself. Doing things that he really enjoys, and then also racing Cup cars, and that's what he enjoys. I feel like he's just in a good place right now, and he's happy about what he's doing. You can see on his practice, qualifying, race speeds, all those things. He's kind of back to where he used to be, and I feel like he's been like this for a little while. So it was good for him to get that win, and pretty impressive to do it at Sonoma. That's an interesting, fun, difficult track. There's a lot goes on there.
Clearly a competitor and an admirer. Congrats on all your efforts with Strong Against Cancer. Best of luck to you at Daytona. We look forward to seeing you down there at the race.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys. It's been a good couple of days out here for Seattle Children's Hospital, and everything we're pushing, myself and Russell Wilson, and just all the people that have supported it. It's really, great to be able to make money, earn money for all these children who need it. It's really underfunded. So to be able to be part of that and try to bring in more money feels good.
Great stuff, Kasey. And I know you're a Seahawks fan, so best of luck to the Seahawks as well. Kasey Kahne is also the subject of today's My Home Track. Early in his career, Kahne competed in the junior sprint division at Deming Speedway in Deming, Washington, a 1/6 mile oval not far from the Canadian border. Today, that division bears his name. The Kasey Kahne Junior Sprints are part of the track's weekly schedule, along with 1,200 and 600cc sprint cars. Deming